Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Dustin Dean channel, and I am Dustin Dean. And I just want to thank you guys who's the supporters, especially with Dcfs coming to our doorstep. And just for the record, I'm not upset or mad at Dcfs, and they're doing their job. They had a complaint. They came out, investigated, and the problem I do have with Dcfs, here we go, I can hear some people saying right now, oh, here we go, is that although they do good, and they do help some kids out in dangerous areas, but we can't forget that they get paid by the child, so to speak. The more children they take from families, they tear from families, the more money they get. So their motivation is production, and so a lot of the times they try to attack innocent homes, innocent families, and in order to get higher numbers, and so that way they get bigger grants, and bigger grants equals to pay increase equals to more stuff, bigger houses and boats and things like that, all in the expense of child abduction, taking your children from families. And so although they do good, I think they also do a lot of harm too. For instance, I was talking to a Dcfs worker, and I said, what if, as a joke, I called and complained on myself, saying my name's Bob. Hey, my name's Bob. Dustin Dean, I think, is doing meth in his house, and they don't want no more information from me. I could just randomly say that, and then they will come and start to interview my kids, pulling them out of school to interview them on a complaint I did it to myself as a joke, and interview them, interrogate them, question them, and they without the consent of the parent, because I'm now a perpetrator. They call me the perpetrator, which pisses me off again, because they view me as the as guilty. What's that? Their mentality is you're guilty until proven innocent. Here, and so that's backwards. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but now they call me the perp, and so they'll interview my children and my friends, my neighbor, and then come in on my property and try to muscle themselves to saying, hey, we want to come in and we want to investigate, we want to look, you're a perpetrator, we see you as guilty, and then if I don't comply with them, then they start threats like, we could separate you from your children until the investigation's over with. They'll use that kind of excuse, and I know this because as I was talking to one of them yesterday. They said that they do hold their right, they can do that. Because I just want to ask a simple question: is what's the youngest you can talk to a child without the parents' permission? And they said as long as the child can make a verbal noise, then or sound, then they can. So a little baby infant goo goo gaggling is enough. One Google for yes, two Googles for no. I don't know how they do with that. You know, holding the baby. It's like, how's your I don't know, there's a whole thing. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. I'm not calling them stupid. I just think the whole mentality of let's take your kids away so we can get up. So I'm not upset with that. And you know, it's just the way they're trained. I'm sure the investigator doesn't think that way, and I'm sure that that isn't his thought process. It's just the way he's trained to do it. You know, it's just kind of like when you train a dog. You tell a dog sit, you give it a piece of chicken, sit, and then over time it sits automatically because it knows it's going to get the chicken. Same with these investigators. They know without thinking. Take the children, we get increased pay. Take the children, we get more pay. Take the children, we get more pay. And so over time, they're like, it's just a process. It's take the children. You're innocent. I mean, you're guilty until proven innocent. Already called me a perpetrator, a perp. That's what they called me. They don't even call me by my name. You're a perp. Oh, wow. It's just the whole assembly line. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Take the children, get more money. Take the children, get more money. And so that's how it works. And as far as a lot of you upset with me talking to my kids and putting the fear of DCFS into them, I think that's a good thing. I think that my children should be afraid of DCFS because they're not here to help. They're investigators. They're here to investigate me, to build evidence against me, not for me. Let me repeat that again. That's important. To build evidence against me, not for me, so they could take the children from me. A child should never talk to one of these guys, ever, especially when they take them in alone in a room. That's when the child should be taught things like, this is sad when we're trying to teach a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old to say things like, I'm not talking without an attorney present. I have the right to remain silent. We have liberties, we have rights, and we need to exercise them. These guys try to walk over the Constitution like crazy. So we need to teach our kids to not to talk to these guys. These guys aren't here to help. Most cases, sometimes they do. I want to put, disclaimer, sometimes they do, sometimes they do really good. But in this case, no. So the best way to deal with them is really simple. You guys seen in the last show is come back with a warrant. That's it. That's all you guys got to do. They can't come back and harass me. They can get really mad. They can get really... Speaking of come back and harass me, a lot of local people are saying, Dusty, don't make no more videos about this. Don't talk more about this because they'll make your life hell. They will go after you and they'll make your life hell. What kind of country do we live in that if we mess with the government, we're going to be marched into camps? What's going on with that? That's not freedom. That's not what people fought and died for this country so we can be pressed like that. No. I think that we need to stand up as and unite together as public. You guys are public, and we need to let them know that that's not right. You can't bulldog and bully us around like that. So, no, if that's their mentality, that they're going to hit me harder, then we the people will hit them back. And so that's kind of how that works. Well, just ask the health department. They don't want no part of YouTube anymore. They realize that there's a lot of public inside of YouTube, and so that's where I thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for that. And the trolls. Wow, the trolls that come and groups. Just like with the health department thing, we got a whole bunch of trolls that came in on that. We had to block them all. We got rid of them. Now we're in a whole different kind of department, and we got a whole slew of trolls that came in with this department with DCFS, and we blocked a whole bunch of these trolls, and people like Travis and what's his name? Travis who?
Travis Jensen.
Travis Jensen does not exist in Joseph, guys. He's one of the big trolls on this. Travis Jensen, and there's some others that claim they live in Joseph. Our population is like 300, and so far 300 of us don't know who these people are. They don't live in Joseph. They might, I don't know. I think they're just made-up names, or they work for the... I don't know where these trolls come from, but they claim they live in Joseph. They're my neighbors, and everybody hates me. These guys do not live here in this town. And like I told the government, as friends, family, welcome to come into my house, welcome to use my facilities. I do not have animals living in the house like barn animals. That's the complaint, barn animals. It's not just dogs that they're worried about, it's to have goats and cows and chickens and pigs living in my house and pooping everywhere in my house. And some of the complaints, I can't even open up doors because of that. All false. If you guys want to come over into my house, this isn't my house, this is camper. We just camp down here, and because you guys watch my show, we love hanging out down here at the farm. You guys welcome to come over, and as far as septic sewer running out, you guys come over and use my toilet too. Over at the house we have a flushing toilet. It's not a composting toilet. It's not a composting toilet, health department. And here, it's none of your business what it is. No, here we have a holding tank, and then we have to take it and get it dumped at the RV park. So, Yep, that's about it. Guys, trolls suck. I've had to block a whole. I think it was like 8 trolls I had to block off from commenting because it's just like threats, really bad. But you guys just stand out. You guys don't let them bully me around, and I love you guys for that. And you guys are smart. I do think I have the smartest YouTube audience in the town, and not in the town, on YouTube. Period. Without a doubt, definitely I have very smart subscribers. So thank you for sticking up for me with the trolls. I'm sure with this video going out, I'm gonna get some more trolls because I'm again, I do not hate the DCFS. I think they do some good, but they also do some bad. They like to tear families apart. It's what they're trained to do. And so with that said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.